from their proceeds during closing, and the city clerk treasurer is directed to issue a check for $376 to Jose Mejia. This resolution is approved by the Common Council of the City of Washington on the 11th day of January, 2021.
Okay, just a little bit of information on this. This is the house where on 501 South Meridian. I went to closing about a week ago and sat down with them, and as soon as I sat down with them, it was explained very well in the paperwork we had, but the owner of the property, I think was misunderstood. I mean, $40,500 is what it appraised for, and they really thought, but they wasn't going to sign these papers because of that $376, and we was going to have to redraw the whole paperwork up, and we went 2 or 3 weeks or maybe longer trying to get to the point of closing.
Right.
So I called Tim and talked to him about it before I said anything, and we talked, and we felt like we didn't want this $376 to keep the deal from going on and us inquiring the house and being able to tear it down. And I called Beth, and I mean, it was laid out quite, but they was very, had their minds made up that,
And there was a language barrier as well.
yeah. And and they even called me today and asked me about the check, and I told them what Beth's gonna do. I felt like this wasn't gonna go through if we didn't, so this is what that's for, basically for the taxes.
I will make a motion to approve said resolution.
Okay,
I'll second that.
Councilman Kenneth makes a motion to approve, Councilman Dahl seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Opposed, no, okay, thank you. All right, ordinances. Final reading of amended ordinance 21-2020 entitled an ordinance creating funds 152 CARES transportation funds.
I'll make a motion to read that by title only.
I'll second that.
Okay, Councilman Campbell makes a motion to read by title only, and Councilman Emmons seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Tim?
Amended ordinance number 21-2020, an ordinance creating Fund 152, CARES Transportation Section 5311 funds.
Beth, you got anything you want to say?
The first reading on this, well, there was a little bit of discussion between NDOT and the State Board of Accounts. The State Board of Accounts said they needed to set up a fund for any CARES money we receive. NDOT said, no, this money is just, you're getting more money, but you're getting it from the same place. So they just said, no, you don't have to do that. Well, so I thought, well, we've got to set up money for the extra bus that we're getting. That's the way the original ordinance was written. We were gonna set up the fund to get money for the bus. But then we found out we have to have it for the operations and the bus. So what we do is we get the money in from NDOT, it's marked CARES, we add the word CARES on there. It goes into this fund number 152, and we immediately transfer it over to the transit budget and to spend it on. So it's just, it kind of keeps track of the money that we're getting in from CARES by going into this fund, but we really need it over here in the transit budget to spend it. So that's what the amended part of this is.
I'm glad you keep track of all that.
Yeah, it's, me too, yes. It's,
I move we approve it.
I will second that.
okay, Councilman Dahl makes a motion to approve, and Councilman Campbell seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Roll call, please, yes, roll call. We got roll call vote, please.
Councilman Lunsford,
Councilman Lunsford?
Aye.
Okay.
Councilman Brown,
Aye.
Councilman Gress,
Aye.
Councilman Campton,
Aye.
Councilman Emmons,
Aye.
Councilman Dahl,
Aye.
Councilman Showalter.
Aye.
Okay, very good, very good. This will be going to play there. It's, yeah, I think, Beth, for all the stuff, they're keeping all the stuff straight. They just keep coming up with more and more stuff all the time. Okay, now, ordinance, next one is an introduction of ordinance number 1-2021, entitled an ordinance rezoning property on West Van Tree Street.
I move to read ordinance 1/2021.
Councilman Dahl makes a motion to read this ordinance.
Second.
And Councilman Brown seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, Tim?
All right, ordinance number 1-2021, an ordinance rezoning property on West Van Tree Street. Whereas Dr. Darrell and Michelle Deem as Merry Christmas LLC has requested rezoning of lot number 113 of the original plat of the city of Washington, also known as 112 West Van Tree Street, from R2 to C1. And whereas the Washington City Plan Commission on December 9, 2020 voted to recommend rezoning the property in question. And whereas the Common Council of the City of Washington, Indiana finds that the parcel in question would be more appropriately used as Commercial 1. Be it ordained by the Common Council of the City of Washington, Indiana as follows. Section 1, that part of Lot 112 and all of Lot 113 of the original plat of the City of Washington shall be rezoned Commercial 1. Section 2, that the Washington Code of Ordinance is hereby amended in conformity with the terms of this ordinance. Section 3, that the property at 112 West Van Tree Street shall be rezoned as Commercial 1, and all zoning maps in the City of Washington shall reflect the change. Section 4, the ordinance shall take effect upon passage by the Common Council, passed by the Common Council of the City of Washington, Davies County, Indiana, this blank day of blank, 2021.
Okay. Is there any questions or comments on, regarding this ordinance?
What's he adding on?
Well,
He's wanting to build a,
yeah, we'll get, Jonathan, you like to give us a little, just,
Sure. The dental practice that he has is currently zoned C1 as of now. The old St. Mary's Church lot essentially is what we're looking at rezoning. He currently has a pole barn structure on the back. He was looking to build another one, substantially larger, but through the zoning code, he already had a variance on that lot to put the original pole building on. He would have to have a variance on the variance to have this other one, with the lots being contiguous together. And the variances he would need, he was gonna need approximately 7 variances. It's a little bit easier for him if he just kind of combines it all with his practice and the lot there the old church was on, to make it all C1, and everything flows a little bit better there.
any other questions on this? If not, this ordinance will be up for adoption at the next council meeting. Okay, other business, we have a few things to take care of since this is the first meeting of 2021. First item is the election of 2021 council president.
Alan, you willing to continue serving?
If that's what your pleasure is,
I'd
fine.
nominate Alan.
I'll second it.
Okay. We get, Councilman Dahl makes a nomination for Alan to be council president, and Councilman Gress seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Opposed? Okay. Appointment of the 2021 Board of Public Works and Safety members. By me, I have asked Anita and David if they would be willing to serve another year on the Board of Works and Public Safety, and they both said they would. I guess we have make a motion to accept them.
I will make that a motion.
Okay, Council makes a motion to accept David and Anita for the Board of Works, and Councilman Emmons seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I
Okay.
suppose I should abstain, Joe.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you asking.
Well, thank you very much. Next, appointment to the Southern Indiana Development Commission Board of Directors. Normally, in the past, the mayor has served on that board. I have served on that board this past year.
Are you willing to continue serving?
I don't know if I have a choice, but yes, I mean, yeah, I've been sitting in on those, they've been Zoom meetings, but yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion that you are approved for that.
Okay,
I'll second that.
Council Kempton makes a motion to Designate me for the board, the Southern Indiana Development Commission Board of Directors, and Councilman Dahl seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, next item, a reading of the 2020 encumbrances. That's in front of you by Clerk Treasurer Beth McGookie.
I assume that you have gotten a copy of the encumbrances.
You got,
The
you got a
list.
copy?
I can give you a summary of these. General fund, 92,946.93. MVH, 240,910.55. Park, $32,025.46. Local road and bridge, $14,800. Transit,
No, that's claims,
$1,737.35.
Just seen it.
Community crossings, $753,287.71. And CCI, $21,813. For a total of $1,157,521.
Darren, I'm not sure if you could hear her, but she just read off the encumbrances for 2020 encumbrances. You probably didn't get to hear a lot of them. You have that information, don't you?
I don't believe I did. Was that what was on our desks tonight?
No, she should have sent that out to you. You should have got that in a packet. It was on the desk. Yeah, it's on the desk. I'm sorry. Yeah, yours was on the desk.
Okay.
It's
I heard everything she said.
okay. Very good. Very good. I just want to make sure.
And tell him he's got his hand
Yep.
up here too.
Yeah, yeah, and then when sometime you can pick that stuff up, and we got some stuff here for you to pick up in the office.
I can't read.
Okay.
One of the largest ones that we have is that community crossings fund,
Yes.
$753,000. That is for the money that we have, our match with the match from community crossings that we have in the fund, but we won't be spending it until next year, and it will be for the road out here. So I need to encumber that money.
Right.
The rest of it is basically repairs and fuel and some paving, salt barn for the MVH, and various park projects.
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of different departments and different things from each department that they've encumbered. Anybody have any other questions for Beth or myself on this encumbrances?
When are they gonna get the salt barn? I mean,
We started.
I saw they moving stuff out
Yeah,
there.
we got the road built. We're taking the ground down for the structure. It probably, we won't be, and then we'll get the ground ready, Hard Rock will concrete. And then the company will probably come in March to do that, probably before, so we got it started finally. It's been something that even Mary Wellman was wanting to get done, and I'm glad we got the road in. That was that was one of the main things, but
And we're gonna tear the other one down, right?
yeah, it's coming down. Yes, definitely.
It's almost
Yeah,
coming down by
definitely.
itself.
Yeah, I hope it stands until we get this new one built.
It may fall down.
Yeah, it's getting bad shape, and that's the whole idea behind this. We decided to put it out there at South Park instead of rebuilding, tearing it down and rebuilding, which would have been really tough to tear down because it's full of salt, and then rebuild where it's at. It was going to be a kind of, but it's going to work out, I think, nice out there with the possible down the road some changes out there or some additions out there with that too. So, okay, anybody else got any questions on these encumbrances? Okay, do we approve these, kind of motion to approve these encumbrances?
So moved.
Councilman Brown makes a motion to approve them.
Second.
Councilman Dahl seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Any other business for anybody in the audience? Got anything else for the council tonight? I'm just gonna go ahead, a couple of things I got. I already talked about the salt barn I was gonna mention. We are now taking bids on that 9 Southeast 15th Street property. We started, the 5th of January, it came in effect. We had the notices in the paper. Those bids are open till February the 4th before they close. You know, you got to do it in writing to the clerk treasurer's office, and then they'll ask for an email, and they're gonna respond back and forth with emails to the bidders. So we got that going. It's a piece of property that we own that, you know, I had some interest in some couple people, and so we started the process, and we're taking bids now. One other good news I think we got just the last day or so, CSX has told us there's 12 crossings that they're gonna, in 1st of March, one by one, they're gonna fix, work on. Each crossing's gonna take about 2 days once they start it, and the way it looks like to me, and they gave us a list of the ones they got. I think what it looks like to me, the way they listed, they're gonna start on Southeast 11th and go west. The way it looks like to me. I don't know if that's the way it'll happen, but they said they will start on March 1st. You know, that was good, because I've had some interest and I've had some complaints about the one on 5th Street. It's getting pretty rough. So that was a good piece of news we got here in the last day or two, that saying they're gonna, we did contact them on the 5th Street, but then we didn't contact them on a lot of the other crossings, but they came out with the list, so I'm glad to see that. Okay, anybody else got anything? If not, Councilman Gress, you got anything for the good of the order?
Not really. The sidewalks and everything's looking good out there.
Yeah, it's, you know, again, you know, everything's going, the sidewalks is looking good. They've got a big, they're hoping to do, and I was told, and one other thing I was told on that project, I was told they're gonna tear that house down tomorrow.
Good.
That's when it's coming down. So the sidewalks looking good on the south side, driveways, the report today, they about got the driveways all finished on the south side. They do all this, and then they're gonna jump over to the north side and start on the north side and do the same process.
We've got the north side cut,
Yeah,
the blacktop's cut and the
Good.
concrete's cut.
I
So
was-
it's not gonna give you any break. It's gonna just tear one out.
yeah. So 90 days, after 90 more days, we ought to see a big improvement. So,
So how long is it gonna take after that's done, we do that?
well, it was set to, really, everything's already started, but the process itself, they're not gonna start probably, you might see some infrastructure on the electric and stuff done late 22, but mostly it's gonna be started in 23 and end about mid 24. It's gonna be about a 1.5-year project.
Yeah, it will be that much, yeah.
But we've already started the paperwork on it, and a lot of the stuff is started, but they talk like in late 22, we might see some infrastructure like the electrical and stuff, because that's underground, and
So at the
there's
state,
really not any stop.
is the city got it already? I mean, there's a couple of places that they need to patch a little bit down through there.
On that part of it,
Yeah. Just fill holes and stuff. I don't know whether the city's got it now or the state still.
no, we got it. It's ours.
So we need to drive down that.
Yeah, I'll check it out, and it's ours. You know, I got another issue out there, farther out, a water issue out there, and I told them, I said, you know, it's part of the we're gonna get them to look at it when they do this project. I mean, it was,
Right.
and, so we don't, little things like that, I
Down there
mean,
by Underwood.
yeah. I was contacted by,
You too?
I was contacted by, his representative, and, I told him, I said, hey, I'm gonna have that looked at, but it's part of the project, and I know, and we told him I had our engineer look at it, and I told him what our engineer said, and he knows but he didn't like quite what we told him.
That's why he cornered me at the Walmart then.
Okay. Well, I talked to him twice, and we told him, we gotta do some things. I know there's some work that can be done on the highway that'll help that, but there's also some things he needs to do too to help that process too.
So the only other thing is, what is gonna happen with rural water?
Well, I don't know yet.
Well, no, you don't know yet, but I mean, are we gonna look at it again? Are we-
Well, I was at, and they called me back 5 minutes after I talked to him and said, hey, let's put a halt to this. I need to do some more on my end. So we're putting that to sleep right now till they get back with us. So yeah,
But was that part of the original grid that we still owe them a tap on? No.
That was part of the original discussion, but.
Yeah.
No, the agreement, though, is what I asked.
No,
No,
That was
no.
not. Okay, because I wasn't here then.
yeah.
and they made the comment they didn't need us anymore, so.
That's, yeah, like I said, I was not here when that.
So we'll see how that plays. I mean, I'm just gonna let it lay and we'll see what happens. Okay. Anything else, Tom?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Councilman Dahl?
I have nothing.
Councilman Brown?
I'm good.
Good. Randy?
Just thank you again to the park and all the city employees over the holidays, taking care of trash pickup and
Yeah.
the park looked really nice.
Yeah, Park, yeah. They do a good job, yeah. Thank you. Councilman Lunsford, you got anything for the order?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Tim, you got anything?
I do not.
Beth? Okay.
Showalter.
Yes, Councilman Showalter, I forgot about you back there. You got anything? Okay. All right. Hearing nothing else, I'm gonna call this meeting adjourned. Thank you. Board of Works in 5 minutes.
The live stream did start working, but
Good.
after about 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
Mayor, can I get the signed application?
yes. Definitely. That's good.
Dave, if there's anything I need to sign, I give Beth permission to sign for me.
Okay.
John, we'll get you, we should be sending you up a copy.
Beth, you got the original on this letter sheet, like, this is a copy here. This one here, Debbie said you'd have the original.
Meeting on Wednesday.
Before they're down in your.
I mean, I haven't got into this yet. Okay.
And then I want to make a copy.
Oh, here's the region. Okay, we got the original on this here. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, call, yep, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah. We added that with the back.
But the only thing I have.
Well, he's working on that. But that roof was on, when we bought the house, that's been 27 years. It's definitely got a,
Doesn't have the table either.
Mine didn't make it that long. Really well.
Somewhere.
yeah, and the funny thing is
It's,
all of them across the street in the
Because Jimmy's gonna ask me again.
yeah,
compound,
Yeah.
when it hailed there a couple of years ago, they all, they had to get replaced. But it doesn't damage mine at all.
They'll say plug.
That was, I think it was 14, and we got a new roof siding. We got new roof siding and windows, I think, now
Is
that.
that right?
Yeah, and they had just put new ones on, like 2 years before. And they said it damaged every one of them.
Dave, if you're good with me, I'm gonna get back to work.
Okay, all right. Thanks, Darren.
All right, see ya.
All right, thanks.
And then we got,
Anita,
two houses.
condolences on passing your father.
Thank you.
Sorry to hear that, he's a good man.
Yes, he was, I hated it. Yes, he was.
He was in the hospital for 24 hours, and even though that was horrible, it was also great because we got to be with him. You know, at the nursing home, we couldn't go in.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
So you got to see
yeah.
him.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
and I told Richard, through all his gargle talk, he didn't sleep that whole time he was in the hospital. He throws out Jim Birch's name. So I don't know what he was talking to Jim about, but Jim must have been helping him. get
Something
better.
important.
Yeah.
Anita said Dad was helping him get to heaven, and I said, probably drinking some beer for that.
Pretty sure they are, yeah. Pretty sure about that.
They were high school classmates, David.
Yeah, I knew that, yeah. Your dad talked about it before.
They're buddies, but
Yeah.
Seems like I went to school with everybody in Montgomery.
So now, related to
Go into the KSC at lunchtime and
yeah. Every once in a while, him and George Nolan would be in Lagodi in case.
Yeah, that probably wasn't good.
Jim, his dad was class president, right?
I don't know.
I think he was.
Was he?
And then my dad, George Nolan, Jim O'Brien, and Wimpy O'Connor were alphabetical.
That is quite a crew
Those
right there.
four, best friends for life.
Yep.
Yeah,
But trouble.
yeah.
I wouldn't want to have been a teacher in that class.
Well, it's kind of like what I said when I grew up. I'm glad they didn't have so.
My daughter Casey gave the eulogy and all we said was, we weren't allowed to see it ahead of
Yeah,
time.
no, you're fine.
You can't cuss. So, because she had some good stories to tell, so just don't say any bad words in church. You know, it'll be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say, okay, let's get ready to get this. We got a football game to watch tonight.
Yes, you do. I thought about Noodles. They'll win because Noodles up in heaven.
Your Noodle, yeah, Noodle.
Don't you think?
Well, yeah, Noodle was watching the Saints last night.
Yeah.
His big thing was the Saints.
Yeah.
He was watching over them, I guess, and they beat my Bears last night.
Oh, you like the Bears?
Well, yeah, I did from back in the '70s. You know, I've been to a lot of losing teams. I've had more losers than I had winners. I guarantee you.
I like the Saints.
And then there's the.
Back in the mid-'70s, Dick Butkus and those guys, that got me started, and they've had a lot of bad years.
Well, anybody that beats Ohio State will be a friend of mine, so, go Alabama. Roll Tide, as they say.
Yeah, roll tide. Okay. JJ, you ready? Okay, Beth, you ready? Okay. Call the meeting to order, City of Washington Board of Public Works and Safety, January 11th, 2021. We got approval of minutes of the December 28th, 2020 regular meeting in front of you.
I'll make a motion, we approve the minutes as submitted.
I'll second that.
Need to make a motion to approve the minutes as written, and Councilman Dahl seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Reading the bank statements and donations, if we have any.
We don't have any donations right now, but, balance in the banks, all of the banks, at the end of December, $30,950,662.10 with interest of $3,660.44.
Okay. All right, any questions? All right. Discussion approval of pay application number 7 for ARC Construction, the wastewater treatment project. Richard?
Their pay estimate number 7 is in the amount of $105,451.34. We've reviewed it and recommend payment. We're getting pretty close to probably issuing a certificate of substantial completion on the original bid project. Basically, the incubator is what we're waiting on in the lab. They're 90% done. They're finishing up on stuff. So I've reviewed it and recommend payment to ARC and set them out.
Okay.
I move we approve it.
Councilman Dahl makes a motion to approve it. Nita seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Okay, then we have a discussion approval of change order number 5 with ARC Construction for the wastewater treatment project.
I do not have a formal change order for your consideration tonight. The reason being is I just got costs this afternoon from ARC on various items. Since I last met with you, we've asked them to give pricing. There's 11 different items, and the total of all those items is $145,909.15. If you remember correctly, we were about $100,000 under budget. And so I'd like to review it and sit down with the mayor and Scott and Rex Knight and go through it. Some of it may not be eligible for Okra.
Yeah.
And us come back with a recommendation, whether it's just for the said amount that was budgeted in the project, or there's a need to go over it, or there's a need to be under it, and you don't get all the grant dollars. So I don't have a formal one tonight, but we do have pricing. And I would hope in the next week to 10 days, we'll get it worked out to what we would recommend for your consideration.
Does this include the changes we talked about a couple weeks ago? We didn't have a form for? That was a net deduct? Did we finalize that, or?
No, we never did finalize it. They could be, I can't remember exactly what some of those changes were.
You weren't here, you sent in it was a net deduct.
Yeah, you had a net deduct. I think you made a comment that the paperwork wasn't, and it had all to do with this money we're talking about. It
was the brick allowance.
That's been approved.
Okay, that's been run through.
Did we finalize that?
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, change order
Okay.
4's been approved.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
We had so many.
Everything's been approved up through number
Now, on
5.
this one here, we're gonna look at these items, and there'll be some, like you say, Richard said, they might not be, good with Okra, but then there's also maybe some of them that, and,
The information sent was 53 pages, so.
Yeah.
listed all
Yeah.
there, but
You
I
haven't been
got
through
it
all
about
that yet?
2 o'clock, so.
Hey,
That's
he's a-
one of the things the mayor is pulling his hair out over.
Yeah, that was it,
We're
real
doing
late.
About 3, so.
and,
But
but after I talked to Richard, then we're gonna sit down and look at them, and, you know, there's furniture and stuff in there, and we're gonna have to see what's more important to us
and
right
I don't
now.
know if that furniture will be eligible.
Yeah, and it might not be.
And that's why we gotta get.
Yeah, we'll talk to Rex.
To get
But
them to know,
next meeting, we should have maybe
yeah.
something back to you on the next meeting.
and maybe even before.
Yeah.
If we do, we'll get it to you then.
But, okay. All right. Discussion approval of the claims that was submitted tonight to the Board of Works.
I move we pay the bills.
Okay, Councilman Dahl makes a motion to approve. Nita seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And opposed? Okay, and, we got discussion approval of salary position change in the electric department. Tim, do you have that in front of you?
I do.
It seemed like,
Request of Randall Ennis from the electric department, a request the following salary change. Brian C. Bonnet from apprentice lineman at $19.84 per hour to first-class lineman at $20.66 per hour, effective January 23rd of 2021.
Randy's not here tonight, and I told him, you know, since we're trying to do a COVID, I would speak. Brian he's right a few days from his year. Normally after they get a year, and if the department head sees that he thinks he's ready for the next level, and Randy says he is, and his year, we made it to 24th, but his year will be in this, between now and the 24th. I think it's later this week, I think. So if that request comes in front of you tonight.
I move we approve it.
Council makes a motion to approve, and need a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, thank you. Anything else? Anybody else got anything for the Board of Works tonight?
I do.
Okay, Beth?
Okay, along with, pay application number 7 for ARC, there is a letter to Oprah requesting funds, and I don't have that amount, it's in the letter, you'll check that. And I need a motion, to approve the mayor signing that letter and us requesting this one from Oprah.
I'll
second that.
Okay, Nita makes the motion for approval for me to sign that letter for Okra, and Councilman Dahl seconds. All in favor? Aye.
Okay.
Opposed? Thank you. All right. Anything else from anybody that's got anything for the Board of Works? All right. Hearing none, seeing none. I'm gonna call this meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.